it has been a long while since I have glazed Rell seeds. But you know, that's mainly because there has not been a lot of Rell seeds information coming out until recently. The Rell brothers are back at it again, dropping devlogs about once a week, showcasing a bunch of new fruits, and wow, they look spectacular. But since it has been so long, and since I've been seeing a bunch of these YouTubers like Dream Chaser, Swift DFG, Revolver AGZ, just to name a few, that have been straight glazing Rell Cs, I'm hopping back on the train, chat. I'm going back for more glaze. Alright, now the first fruits that we're going to be taking a look at are Allosaurus and Gravity, because they were in the first devlog. And I still cannot believe how good they look. Visually, they look amazing. I think they're gonna be super fun to mess around with, and look really good for PvP. But let's take a more in-depth look at Gravity. Now, Gravity is a very interesting fruit. It is a Paramecia type devil fruit that allows the user to control gravity however they want. You want to pull a meteor from upper orbit? You can do that. You want to lift up a bunch of destroyed crap? You can do that. So it is a very versatile and overall pretty good fruit, and they did do this fruit justice in this game, dude. Oh my god. So this fruit has 6 moves. Gravity Push, which you push someone away. Gravity Pull, where you pull someone in. They work really well together. Meteor Slam, where, you know, you pull a meteor from upper orbit and slam it down on people. Gravity Field, which makes a field around yourself, which will bring people down and hurt them. Gravity Rocks, which grabs rocks from the ground and brings them into the air, and you can bring them down onto people whenever you want, basically. They'll just stay there until you cancel the move, and I believe there's also like a range limit thing. And the final move, Meteor Shower, which isn't as broken as I hoped. So yes, it does summon meteors around a certain area, but it's not like a sure hit attack. It's kind of RNG on if you hit the meteors or not, which I don't really like. But overall, this fruit is very good, and you know, it'll give you hope for the rest of the fruits on the list, which oh, I still can't express how good they look. The next fruit that we're looking at is Allosaurus, and this might just be the best zone we've seen on Roblox. Yes, you heard me right. Allosaurus, X-Drake's fruit, may be the best zone we've seen on Roblox. That is so funny to say, but it is so true. Like, we really haven't seen zone fruits like this before. So let's go into detail why this fruit will be the best zone fruit on Roblox. You know, all of the Roblox zone fruits will be the best zone fruits on Roblox. Honestly, as long as they can follow this plan, this layout, they're good. Now, Allosaurus starts off with 5 moves. Razor Claw Assault, which you slash your opponents up a crap ton. Then you have Predator's Chop, which will dash you forward in a line. You can point it up, down, forward, wherever, just running into your opponent. Next move is Apex Prowl, which jumps you up into the air and launches you down onto an opponent, crushing them. Now, the final move, Claw Cleaver, is a dash move where you dash into somebody, tackle them, and then slash them up, knocking them back. And it even makes a little X, like X Drake. And keep in mind, this is the fruit without the Allosaurus transformation. Because with the transformation, it's kind of insane. Now, upon transforming into the Allosaurus, you get 5 new moves, some being completely different, while others are basically the exact same as the untransformed form. The model looks amazing in-game. A lot of people are expecting it to look bad in-game, but it looks amazing. Now that is it for Gravity and Allosaurus, the 2 fruits that were showcased in Devlog 1. but we got showcased 4 different devil fruits in Devlog 2. So let's just go over those fruits. Now, the first fruit is the Flame fruit, which is the first Logia type devil fruit on the list, coming in with 6 moves, all looking amazing, so let's just dive into it. Now, the first move is Flame Fist, where you shoot a fireball at your opponents. It looks very cool. It's basic, but it looks cool. Now, Flame Torrent is one of the more unique moves, and probably never seen on Roblox before. This is when Ace shoots fire out of his fingers like bullets, and this also has an air variation where you shoot a massive flaming X down on your opponents. But the next move, Pyro Eruption, is so much more cooler. Shoot lava up from the ground in a certain vicinity around you, which will shoot any close enemies around you up into the air, causing them to land down very hurt. Now, the next move is called Inferno Nova, and is surprisingly not the ultimate. This is the move where Ace spawns a mini sun and throws it onto his opponents, which is normally the ultimate in every single iteration of this fruit on other Roblox games. Now, the real ultimate of this fruit is called Flame Fist Fury. This move consists of a charge attack, which continues into a stream of punches and kicks, done with you kicking your enemy into the air and slamming them back down onto the ground. Now, something that sets this fruit apart from the rest is that your M1s burn your opponents, which could come in super clutch in some occasions. The next fruit up on the chopping block is going to be Bison, and again, dude, they are freaking going crazy with these random Zoans. This fruit has 5 moves, so let's just go over them all. Now, the first move is called Bison Might. This move is a charge attack which leads you into a fury of kicks and punches, which ends with you kicking your opponent up into the air, leaving many possibilities for combos. The next move is called Hoof Impact, which is a very simple move. You jump into the air and crash down onto an opponent. The next move is called Grazing Kicks, and it's pretty simple. You hit your opponent with a barrage of kicks, kicking them back at the end of the move. The next move is called Skybreaker, where you do whatever this is. I have no idea how to explain this, and it just kind of feels like a filler move. But the next move is the Bison Transformation, which unlocks 6 new moves! I'm telling you, it looks clean! Now, the 2 main moves I want to point out is Bison's Resilience, which like coats your fist in some green energy, and one of your horns eye things into green energy. We don't see this in the show, but it's just such a cool addition that rounds out the entire fruit. Was not needed at all, but it makes the fruit 10 times cooler. And the other move is called Bison Ultimate, and it looks clean as hell! Like, bro grabs the other bro's face, throws it into the ground, drags it across the ground, then throws him! They did not need to go this hard. Now, the next fruit that we're going to be looking at is the Light Fruit. It looks peak, and it looks overpowered. So let's just take a look at it. This fruit has 7 moves and a built-in weapon, so it's basically already amazing. Now, the first move is called Light Strike, where you use your giant axe made out of light and slam it down, causing a giant strike of light to hit your opponents. Now, the next move is called Light Kick, where you kick a beam of light at your opponents, and this move just visually looks amazing. Now, this next move, Flare Kick Combo, looks amazing. It looks very good for combat, and it is a very unique light move, which is barely ever on Roblox anymore. Now, the next move is called Divine Light, where you create mirrors out of light going upwards that you can reflect yourself off of, causing yourself to be teleported upwards and kick a massive beam of light down onto your enemies. This attack has a huge radius and actually burns your targets. So overall, this move is overpowered. Now, the next move, Stardust Crusader, functions as mobility and an offensive ability. Regularly using this move will cause you to start flying as a beam of light. You'll create a light explosion and kick them up into the air for a lot of combo potential. Now, the next move is Light Ray, which is just glorious. It is a perfect take on the move and very unique from how all these other Roblox games portray that move, and I like it a lot. It's also one of the light moves that actually burns. But But the next and final move, which is also the ultimate of this fruit, is Light Shower. Now, Light Shower is this glorious move where you jump up into the air and start shooting beams of light down onto all of your enemies. The visuals are amazing. It is freaking overpowered. The range is insane. It's a really good ultimate. The next and final fruit that we're going to be looking at is the Tremor fruit / Quick fruit, used by Whitebeard. It is one of the most broken devil fruits in the entire anime, and they really do it justice here, so let's look at it. The first move is called Quick Shatter, where the user runs up to an opponent and catches them inside of a crack in the sky, leading them to get knocked back. The next move is called Tremor Pulse, where you shoot a massive Quake Spear at your opponent, knocking them back even further. The next move, Tectonic Slam, is basically the same thing where you slam your fist down into the ground, causing a massive quake in the ground and pushing that quake up to your opponent. The next move, Quake Eruption, makes you jump up into the air and slam your quake-filled fist down into the ground, crushing your opponent. The next move is the cutscene move called Tremor Tilt, where you slam your foot into the ground, causing your enemy to go up into the air. You can counter them and stuff, and then you eventually throw them into the ground, killing them. Well, of course, it wouldn't kill them, but you know, yeah. The next, final, and ultimate of this fruit is called Plate Shift. This move makes you punch the air around you, causing massive quakes, so the tectonic plates in the ground shift, causing tsunamis to close in on you and your enemy, crushing your enemy. This fruit also has special M1s, which is an added plus because special M1s are really freaking cool. And they're pretty broken. Now that we have went over all of the fruits, you guys can get my final thoughts on them. First up, we have Gravity. Gravity is a very solid fruit, and I could definitely see it being one of the best Paramecia type devil fruits, just because of its sheer versatility and combo potential. Also, it's really freaking cool. The same thing goes for T-Rex, except it's probably one of the best zones we've ever seen on Roblox. And it's just a T-Rex fruit. For Ace's Flame fruit, it's not overly different from the ones we currently have on Roblox, but it is still the best one we've ever seen, and it is just overall amazing. The Bison fruit is probably one that not a lot of people will use, but it is very, very cool. And the Light fruit is so far the most broken fruit in the game. That is no debate. It is so far the most broken fruit in the game until we see a fruit more broken than that. And then we have Quake fruit, which is pretty freaking cool. It's definitely overpowered, but it is also really cool. Overall, I think these are the best devil fruits we've ever seen on Roblox in general, and they're really what devil fruits should be. And as long as the rest of the fruits follow the examples that these fruits have set, we're going to be eating so good. But the day I am recording and uploading this is January 1st, 2024, so Happy New Year's to all of you guys. I hope you have an amazing upcoming year, and I hope you did have a decent last year. But yeah, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace.